Hello guys, this is my Meaker Mark 28 build guide. For this you'll need a number 0 Phillips head screwdriver. Pause this intro. I just remembered, right as I got that done, you need either vice grips or pliers as well as a number 0 Phillips head screwdriver. You'll also need a pair of flush cutters because you have to cut the plastic shell a little bit. A rival knockout, and all the 3D printed parts. You can begin by flipping it over and removing all of the screws from the outside. This little hole underneath the release lever is not a screw you need to remove to get it open. Now you should remove all of the screws from this left side of the shell. Probably gotta poke them out with a screwdriver. Now, collect all the screws you just dumped out. Next, on the left side of the shell, there are 2 screws inside of these orange circles. We do not need the red part anymore. This black piece is kind of difficult to get off, so you can get under there with a screwdriver and try to pry it off with even force everywhere. Now to come off, this black piece, that's all you need. Now this red piece, you don't need this anymore, so you can put this to the side. You also do not need these anymore. Set the black handle aside and get the main part of the shell. Now you can remove this front piece, because we only need this trigger, the priming handle, and then up here you can pull this out. Don't need this anymore, though you can have this spring. This long orange piece next to the plunger tube, you can lift that up. This is a lock. And then lift the plunger tube out. Check out this here. And under there, there's a white piece with a spring on it. This is a lock. Don't need that. Now you can take out this thing, this rubber piece, and then under here, pull this orange piece out, then unscrew these 2 screws just like on the other side, and pull this orange piece out that those 2 screws were connected to. Whoops. And now try to separate the black shell from the red shell. There we go. Now to put this back together, you can put the safety in if you want it. You don't need it for function. I like it though. This piece right here, you need to take the end of this metal rod that's hooking upwards and put it into this slot here. And also attach this hole in that peg. So look like this. Then push it down. Now you can put in back in the plunger tube. And you can test this to make sure you did it correctly by putting on the other half of the handle like this, making sure it closes correctly, and just doing this. Pull down, push up, and then fire. Oh, safety's on. Fire. And I did this correctly. That's all you need to do inside the blaster. So now you can screw this handle back together. The extra screws from all the other parts of the blaster will be used later in keeping the 3D printed parts together. Now, you get vice grips or pliers. Then this orange piece that sticks out, you're just going to want to pull that out. Mine just came out. And you got this here. That's exactly what it should look like right there. Now take this 3D printed piece, which is just called left. So it turns out this piece does not fit on the left without cutting the shell. So you're going to need to take flush cutters and cut it just like I do here. Should look a bit like that. I found it easier to put on adapter missile stub before left. So put adapter missile stub on here. It'll lock in a little bit. Then position left like this, so you can align the slots just like that. This right here goes in between the two lines on adapter missile stub. Now from the other side, it should look like this. This part, which has the file name right, does not fit on here without cutting off this part of the shell. It should look a bit like this. Probably could have done with cutting off a little bit less plastic. Now you can put left back on in the same way, and then also put right on. Now you need this part called barrel. I found it's easiest to put this on by clamping these together, sliding it on like this, over the top, push down, then it will slot into place just like that. Now with the screws from the rest of the blaster, you can take them, put them in the screw ports, and then screw them in. Now you need this piece, which is called muzzle. With the smaller indent upwards, you can slide this up on here, just like that. Make sure those holes line up with that, and then you can push it on. There you go. That's it.